I grew up in St. Louis. I went to Schmitt High School, which was a great education for me. The Jesuits really instilled this idea of being a man for others. Went to law school, was a practicing lawyer. I'm very happy doing that. But it really wasn't until I became a dad. Stephen was our first, and Stephen was born in 2004. Stephen, at about 5 months, was diagnosed with a rare genetic condition called tuberous sclerosis, which means that he has tubers in different organs, including his brain. So that has caused a lot of challenges for Stephen. He has epilepsy, so Stephen has seizures all the time. Stephen's on the autism spectrum, and Stephen's completely nonverbal. From those experiences, I just decided that there was something more that I wanted to do. I wanted to have a greater impact, so I decided to run for the state senate, and won from St. Louis County, and almost immediately started to work on autism insurance reform, which was something that was important to me because of the families that I had met in this experience as a dad.
I would say that Eric's two biggest achievements are the Mo-Able accounts that have been passed and set up and available to those with disabilities in the state of Missouri, and the autism insurance reform bill, which has been life-changing for so many families in our state.
So those are real now, and as state treasurer now, this treasurer of the state of Missouri actually administers those ABLE accounts. And so we're doing everything we can to get the word out across the state that this is an incredible way for individuals with disabilities to save.
The legislation that Eric and I were able to pass together, it was groundbreaking. It would really set the stage for what a lot of other states were going to do in the United States.
I think being thrown into this world as a parent and trying to navigate and advocate for your child is really challenging. My background was a lawyer, my wife's a teacher, and we didn't know anything about any of that. And we had to kind of figure it out, but there's a lot of resources out there. There's a lot of great organizations and nonprofits that are there to help. Paraquad does an incredible job of working with families and individuals as they navigate through this somewhat disjointed process.
I have two children, one typically developing daughter who's 19 years old and a freshman in college, and then I have a 16-year-old son who is on the autism spectrum. Mo-Able has now provided our family with the opportunity to save for our son's future, which we did not previously have. We were saving for our daughter's college education, and it seemed astounding to me that we could not do the same for my son when he was going to have significant needs that would impact his future.
There are literally thousands of kids now doing things that they wouldn't have been able to do before because of the therapies that they can now access.
He's done so many things, it's hard to pick out one, two, or three, but I bet if you interviewed 10 different people, you get 10 different answers because every family has been impacted in some way, shape, or form from something Eric has done.
He is a gentle giant, that he has allowed the community of those with disabilities to stand on his shoulders and advocate on our behalf to make these advancements that have been life-changing for so many.
But he's tireless. He works at it every day in his professional life, in his home life, in his community life. And so if I had to say one thing, he's a tireless advocate for people with disabilities.
Our goal is to have the best ABLE program in the country. We have the highest quality, lowest cost plan in the country. I am the national co-chair of the ABLE Committee for the National Association of State Treasurers. This is something that we take very seriously. I view it as a legacy issue and something that will have importance and significance well beyond my time as state treasurer. So we want to advocate for that and make it as good a program as possible.
Eric deserves to get this award because he doesn't seek it. He does it because it's part of his core, it's what his personal values and beliefs are, and those are the people that deserve awards.
I think he deserves to win this award because of what he's given to us and what he's given to the people of Missouri. Not only all Missourians, but in particular, he's been a champion of those with disabilities. He's stepped out of the box and taken a very personal story that can sometimes be difficult to share.
It is an honor of a lifetime for me to be able to fight for Stephen and kids and adults like Stephen so that they can have every opportunity. Every individual is endowed with this universal human dignity. And if that guides our policy and the way that we treat one another, we'll be much better off.